Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's English class. For the first intermediate grade, our textbook is Super Goal number 1, which is we will learn today a new chapter or a new unit called Where Do You Live? We're going to learn the listening and discuss part and also the pair work. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. So let's start. So at the beginning, we will learn the lesson objectives. We hope that at the end of this lesson, you will be able to, number 1, name places in a city, and number 2, ask about places, and number 3, describe locations for the places. Just before we start, a quick reminder of our last lesson. If you remember, in our last lesson, we talked about the conjunction words. And we said that we have 3 types of conjunctions. We have and, but, and or. So these 3 conjunctions, we used them in last lesson and we gave some example. Let's remind ourselves with those examples. First with and. We said that we use and to connect words and ideas that are similar. For example, there is a sofa, an armchair, and a table in the living room. Sofa, an armchair, a table. Those are 3 similar things that we can see in a living room. So since they are similar, we use the and. Another example, we read and write in a class. Read and write. Reading and writing are both similar skills that we use in class. So, since they are similar, we use the and. The third one, the house is big and comfortable. The house is big and comfortable. So big and comfortable are 2 good things. And since they are good things and similar to each other, we used and. The other conjunction word we have learned last time is but. And we use but for connecting the contrasting ideas. If we have 2 ideas or 2 words that are not similar, that are opposite, we would use but. Let's see some examples. I can speak English, but I can't speak French. I can speak English, but I can't speak French. So, here are 2 contrasting things. One I can do, and the other I cannot do. And since the first one is something good, and the other one is something not good, here I use but. The second example, there are flowers in the garden, but there aren't any trees. So, the first one, we have flowers. But the second one, we don't have any trees. And since they are contrasting, since they are the opposite, we use the but. The third example, the kitchen isn't big, but it is modern. The kitchen is not big, which is something not good, but it is modern, which is a good thing. So here we have 2 contrasting ideas. We use the but to connect them together. Also, our last conjunction word, which is or. And we use or when we have a choice, when there is more than one choice, when there are options, we use or. For example, you can sit on the sofa or the armchair. You can sit on the sofa or the armchair. So here, you have 2 options. You have 2 choices. You can pick any one of them. The second example, you can write the word or draw a picture. You can write the word or draw a picture. So here is also 2 options. You may choose any one of them. And since we're talking about option, about choices, we use the conjunction or. Number 3. We can eat in the kitchen or in the living room. So here we have two options of a place that we want to eat, in the kitchen or in the living room. So this is a summary about the conjunction word we have learned from last lesson. Now, let us move on to our new lesson today. And before we begin, there is one word I'd like to introduce it to you, which is the word neighborhood. And we're going to listen to this word a lot in this chapter. What do you think we mean by a neighborhood? So, for example, in each country, there are cities. And in each city, there are neighborhoods. So, neighborhood means a specific area in a city. A simple specific area in a city. I'm going to show you a very interesting picture now. Have a look at this one. This picture is the map of Riyadh city. And if you see those colored boxes, those are the neighborhoods of the city of Riyadh. For example, here we have Al Yasmin neighborhood. And here we have Al Falah neighborhood. And here we have Al Malaz neighborhood. So do you understand what do you mean by neighborhood now? So neighborhood is a specific area in a city. So in each city has, as you can see, many neighborhoods. As for Riyadh, for example. So now, since now you know what do you mean by neighborhood, tell me, where do you live? So now it is easy for us to say, where do we live? And we can say which neighborhood do we live in. So, since you know where do you live, answer those questions. In your neighborhood, is there a park? Is there a park near your neighborhood? This is what do you mean by a park. I'm going to answer about my neighborhood. Yes, we have a park. What about you? The second question. Is there a mosque in your neighborhood? Is there a mosque in your neighborhood? Very good. Even with our neighborhood, we have a mosque. Excellent. The third one, is there a supermarket in your neighborhood? Very good. In our neighborhood also. And the fourth one, are there any good restaurants in your neighborhood? We have a good restaurants in my neighborhood. So here we talk about 4 different places that we usually have in a neighborhood, which are park, the word park, where we can go and play and maybe to have a little walk. Also, mosque, which is the place where we go for prayer. And also, supermarket. It's the place when we go shopping to buy some grocery, some drinks and food to eat. And the fourth place is restaurants. We all know what restaurant is. It's the place where we go to have a meal. And we have many types of restaurants. Very good. Now, moving on, I'm going to show you a list of places. Okay? So what I need you to do now is to listen to the names of those places. You can see them on your book on page 56 and 57. I'm going to say the name of a place and you have to repeat with me while I said it. I'm going to repeat each name twice. The first time you only listen and the second time you repeat with me. Okay? Very good. So now, on page 56 and 57, you will see 12 places that are numbered from number 1 to number 12. I'm going to start with the place number 1. Number 1, a convenience store. a convenience store. Number 2, subway station. Subway station. Number 3, supermarket. Supermarket. Number 4, apartment building. Apartment building. Number 5, post office. Post office. Number 6, restaurant. Restaurant. Number 7, park. Park. Number 8, bank. Bank. Number 9, bookstore. Bookstore. Number 10, pharmacy. Pharmacy. Number 11, health club. Health club. And number 12, mall. Mall. Very good. So these are the places we usually see in a neighborhood. Now, let's read those places again. Okay, I'm going to read them for you again, and this time you also have to repeat with me. So the first place here we have is number 1 is a convenience store. Number 2, a subway station. Number 3, a supermarket. Number 4, apartment building. Number 5, post office. Number 6, a restaurant. Number 7, park. Number 8, bank. Number 9, bookstore. Number 10, pharmacy. Number 11, health club. And number 12, a mall. So, on your books, on your pages 56 and 57, not only we're going to see those places, but also we're going to see an advertisements. It's those posters that have the name of a place, and when it's open and when it's closed, and some additional information about that place. So, listen to me while I read those advertisements for you, and then we will have a question on those advertisements. Let's start with the first one. The first one is City Center Supermarket. Great food at low prices on Main Avenue near the subway station. It opens 7 days a week. So this is our first advertisement. Here we have the name of this place, and here we have a logo for this place that usually those places use it to attract people to visit them. And here we have the address of this place, and here is the hour's time. So now, the second one, Gino's Italian's Restaurant. The best pizza and pasta in town. 211 Maple Avenue. Open from Saturday to Thursday. And this is the second advertisement. Here we have the name of this place, Gino's Italian Restaurant. We have a slogan for this place, and the address and the working hours. The third advertisement we have is Andy's Bookstore. 88 Central Avenue between the bank and the pharmacy. Open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this is a bookstore, and this is the address of this bookstore and the working hours. The last advertisement we have is Health Club. Gym and swimming pool, sauna and showers. Across from the park, closed Friday. So here, our last advertisement, this is the health club, and these are the services that are in the health club. And here, the address of this health club and the working hours. So now we have known the names of places that we usually find in a neighborhood, and also the advertisement we may see from one time to another about those places. Now, we're going to listen to a simple conversation between two men. Those two men are living in the same neighborhood. Let's listen to the conversation, and then we will have a couple of questions about it.
I'm new to the neighborhood. I live in this apartment building. Where do you live?
I live here too, on the 3rd floor. This neighborhood is great. It has everything.
So, is there a convenience store near here?
Of course. Go to the corner and turn left. Then go straight ahead.
Very well. Now, this man is new to the neighborhood, and he asked this man about the neighborhood, and he specifically asked about a convenience store, if the neighborhood has a convenience store, and the man directed him to the convenience store as he said in the last sentence. Now, let's move on to the question we have in regard of this conversation. So, a quick check just to make sure we understand the names of those places and what each place mean. The first one we have, what do we call a place where we go to eat? What do we call a place where we go to eat? Very good. The place we go to eat, we call it a restaurant. We call it a restaurant. Very good. Number 2, what do we call the place where we take a walk? The place where we go and take a walk. What do we call that place? Very good. Yes, it is a park. It is a park. Number 3, what do we call a place where we go that has many stores? What do we call a place that has many stores? Excellent. That place called the mall. And number 4, what do we call a place where we go to exercise? What do we call a place where we go for exercising? Very good. We call it a health club. And number 5, the last one, what do we call a place if we want to go and buy books? Very well. Yes, it is a bookstore. So here are 5 different places that we usually find in each neighborhood. So the first one, a restaurant, which is a place to eat. The second one is a park, which is a place to take a walk. The third one is a mall, which is a place that has many stores where you go shopping and have a good time. The fourth one is the health club, which is a place when you go exercising and practice some trainings. And the fifth one is a bookstore. It's a place where you go and buy and read sometimes a book. So these are 5 different places we have learned today. Now, I want you to have a deep look at this neighborhood map. So if you can see this map, it's a very simple one, okay? And usually we have the similar idea for each neighborhood. So let's write what is written on this map, and then we will have a couple of questions about this one. So here we have a map with 2 streets. The first one called the Central Avenue, and the second one called the Maple Avenue. So the places here we have on the left, we have a bank, we have a bookstore, we have a pharmacy, and we have an Italian restaurant. And on the other hand, across them, we have a post office, we have Geno's restaurants, we have a health club or a gym, and we have a supermarket. And next to those places, here we have a park, and at the corner we have a subway station, which is a place where you go and wait for a subway to move you from one place to another. Now, since we have learned this simple map, let's try to have a couple of questions about this map. So here we have 4 questions about the map we have seen. So we only have to do is to answer with yes or no, just to make sure that we comprehend, we understand the map. So the first one is, Geno's restaurant is on Maple Avenue. Geno's restaurant is on Maple Avenue. Is this yes or no? Let's go back to the map and see. So, this is Geno's restaurant, and this is the avenue. Is this Maple Avenue? Very good. No, it's not Maple Avenue, so we put no. The second one. Andy's bookstore is between the bank and the pharmacy. Andy bookstore is between the bank and the pharmacy. Let's go back to the map and see. So here is the bookstore. Is it between the bank and the pharmacy? Very good. Then it is a yes. Number 3. The health club is near the park. The health club is near the park. Let's see if this is yes or no. So here we have the health club, and here we have the park. Is the health club near the park? Very good. So here we put yes. The last one, the supermarket is near the subway station. The supermarket is near the subway station. Now let's see whether it is near the substation or not. So here we have the supermarket, and here we have the subway station. Is it near it? Very good. So here we're going to say also, we're going to say yes. Excellent work, everyone. Now, for our last part for today's lesson is the pair work. Now, since we know what do we mean by neighborhood, and since we have learned some of the places that we usually find in a neighborhood, let's learn how to ask about those places. So in pair work, for ask and answer, we have 2 activities that you may do with your partner or anyone that you are familiar with. So the first question is about to learn about where do you live. We would say, where do you live? Where do you live? So when you have that question, it means that that person wants to know what is your neighborhood, what is the street you live on. So it says, I live on Park Street. I live on Park Street. You see this underlined answer? You may change it to the street you're living on. The second question is, are there any restaurants near you? Are there any restaurant near you? So this is a question about your neighborhood. You may say, yes, there is a restaurant on Maple Avenue. This underlined answer, you may change it with that suit your neighborhood, with an answer that suits your neighborhood. Don't forget, for more exercises about this lesson, you can go on page 115 on your workbook. And that's the end of our lesson. Until I see you for the next time, thank you very much and have a good day.